everyone, it's Crystal and Molly here, and we've been trying to get on Facebook Live both at the same time, and for some reason it would not happen. But we are determined to get the message out there one way or another together. So we're doing this now as a pre-recording on Zoom and posting it in a moment. Yes, and we do want to speak about Egypt. There's many people who are being pulled to Egypt, drawn to Egypt. I've spoken to many people over the last couple of months. Molly and I were taking a tour in March 20th to the 6th of April. And for a lot of people, it's not been the right time. And there will be a reason for that. And for other people, it is the right time, and they know they need to be on this tour. They have no idea why, but they just know they need to be there. So I'm inviting you, as you're listening to us speaking and getting not just our words, but a transmission of energy, whether you are one of the people who know that they just have to be there. So Molly, I want to hand it over to you and just share a little bit about your understanding of what's going to happen in Egypt.
Okay. Many of you who know me, and teaching awareness and how to hold and build a container for something higher to come in. I mean, this has been a theme that I have spoken about for many, many years, and working with the course or with the group or the retreats. And now with the sound healing, because I am bringing these crystal bowls to Egypt, something else has started to happen to me. I knew I needed to come to Egypt. I knew that I was a holder, a placeholder for something that is being facilitated. And I knew it clearly, and I said yes very quickly. There are other trips going to Egypt. There are all kinds of trips going to Egypt and elsewhere to sacred sites. And you know, maybe that calls to you, but this specific trip is for those who are able to hold something and meet the facilitation of the Hathors and the Arcturians, who are bringing forth a higher consciousness for us to receive. And it may speak to you, and this may not speak to you, but there are a finite number of people who are coming. And Crystal understands this, Alex understands this, my husband and I understand this, and maybe you understand this too, that you are capable, and it's not in some egotistical way, oh my God, I'm so above other people to hold. It's a knowing that there is something we need to do, there is a work that needs to be done. And you know, it's possibly a very scary thing. It's possibly a very frightening thing to meet oneself, in which a surrender and a freedom can facilitate something larger for the planet. And so we are going there. And I have been receiving code. I have been receiving extreme downloads from doing the sound healing, in which I'm understanding something about dimensional shift, frequency, for many people. So bringing the bowls and facilitating this is my job. And I'm asking you who may be listening, or who have seen it in my emails, or who see something about my post on Instagram, or on my business page, and on Crystal's business page, and what she is putting forth. It's our call right now, and we will close the deposit time. And so, like I was saying on the live a minute ago, I know I'm talking a lot, Crystal, but it's just coming forth here, and then I'll let you, we'll move back to you. It is that you may not understand the means by which you are going, but it is simply to know, I am one of those people who need to be there, and everything shifts. When you doubt it, that is not completed. And maybe you want to speak to that too, Crystal. But we have people who have agreed to go and are knowing, I mean, right away knowing. And so we want to fill in those other places. And now it's the time for us to speak it, you know, shine our beacon brightly. So those are the things that I wanted to say, really. So I'm going to turn it back to you to add in here.
Thank you. Yes, it really feels like this co-creation between the Arcturians and the Hathors on this 9th dimension, bringing in from the Arcturians the structural, the code, the frequency, and then the Hathorian energy just embodying that and being that. And so in that sense, I'm feeling that we are really complementing each other, each holding one aspect of the whole. Like I'm feeling, for me, I don't get any code, but what I'm noticing is that the code within me is upgrading week by week by week, subtle shifts. I'm finding myself so holding these massive crystals, and I'm feeling this presence from my dad. I'm feeling the support like of these unseen forces, and I'm noticing it within my DNA shifting. And so I know that my role is to, I want to say, be a representative of the Hathors in body.
You are the code.
Yes, that's it. I am the code that is being here. So there is this co-creation here of embodying the code and creating the code. And however, if this resonates, it's made us not feel like complete bullshit to some people, but others saying there's something there that some kind of truth that will resonate. And in this upgrading and up leveling, I've become very clear that I need to speak my truth as I know it in every moment, because only that way we will do the work that we're here to do. And the same goes for the people who are being called to come on this tour. It will be work, and the thing that we just need to do is get out of our own way. And we know we've all heard this saying before, but I really invite you to kind of tune into what that really means for you. Getting out of your own way. Who are you when you're no longer, imprisoned by the fears, the conditioning, and can just be who you're meant to be? And what can come in, that parts of you that may not have been connected, that can come in. And I think that's really what the work is about, that we're going to be doing, so that we can hold the code and this new frequency, or be part of creating it.
Wow. Okay. So it really is, we're being called to bring our authentic selves, as you say, and we become vehicles. We have men who will hold the divine masculine. We have women who will become the vessels, the vehicles for this kind of code that's coming in. It's coming through me. And we have to be fairly, have gone through certain states of purification, meaning we have done some of the work that we need to do in order to become these vessels. So if any of this is making sense to you, then we are speaking to you. And we have the resources. This is the thing. We have the resources to enable not only ourselves, but the people who are coming with us to become those vehicles through what we will be doing, why we will be doing it, and how we will be doing it. So we'll come on live, I think, every week at this time until the deadline comes up to us, maybe more often than that, when we figure out the live thing. Meaning, what I mean is on Mondays at 3 o'clock Pacific time. And what is that, Australia time?
Tuesdays, 10 a.m. Melbourne time.
Okay, so we're going to attempt that. But this is a YouTube video in which you can send to your friends. You can send to people who you think may need to hear this call. And we look forward to seeing you in Egypt.
Absolutely, and we'll be back. And if you have any questions in the meantime, feel free to post them below. We will attempt to answer them. And we're here. We're here. Thank you.